First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. 50,
Mike, 50. Here we go, here we go. Check, 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 check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Let's go, Mike, 50, Mike, 50. Here we go. Here we go.
Deep dribble, deep dribble.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Whip, 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 whip.
General West. Let's go.
2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Operating from the gun. Parrish able to find Isabella. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then it opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch out.
A run for Nick Chubb. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, Parrish. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. A-Shot Robinson. Too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
59. Drop deep.
On first down, Hickman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Tight right, tight right. 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, high 7.
Mike, 8. Hey, me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 8, Mike 8. Ain't no such.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 80, 80, 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Mike, 4. Hey, alert, alert. I got you. Switch. Hey, quarter. Come on, switch it. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Hold on.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check 31, check 31. Monday. Monday. Mike, 4. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Yes.
Here's Rosen to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Protein spill.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Switch. Alert, alert, alert.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Monday. Here we go.
They run the counter. Pittman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And they'll throw it with Rosen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 9. Rush in.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Alert 3.
They'll try and run for it, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Ready, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. It looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Strip that ball.
Now Chubb. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll run on first down. Hickman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Tonight, 180. Here we go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Forward up. Monday. Check three. Check three. Check three.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
That's what I do. Check 52.
They'll try the left side. Hickman. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Bravo.
Mike 4. Mike 4. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Mike 4. Watch
Hug.
screen. Watch the screen. Check.
Hug. Monday. Go.
Rosen just getting the snap off at 1. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check 25.
61. Matchbox lights.
Safe.
Play action here with Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play,
it's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give, right side. Hickman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
29.
6'6", pull it high.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The net, 180.
Come to my world.
Monday.
Come to my world. Check 37. Check 37. Alert flow, alert flow, alert flow.
They'll try the left side. Hickman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
85's coming. Watch him, watch him. Single. Check 24, check 24.
Hey, quarter.
Mike 4.
X3, 218, chopper.
Watch safety creeping.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rosen. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
You ready?
50. I got you. Hey, alert 3. Out.
Now.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 4.
We don't want this.
To throw is Rosen. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Here we go. Set. 60 yards.
Check Mike 50. Hey, let's get in them holes.
General West.
50, Mike 50.
On 1st and 10, Parrish. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Chubb, and an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. Check. Check out.
Get it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. A give running right is Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready?
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
We ain't giving up nothing to do. No. Hey, echo.
To throw on 3rd down, Parrish. That ball complete to Isabella. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now a give right side. Hickman, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hickman. He finds some open field here. He's at the 30. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. All they needed was a yard there for the 4th down conversion, but they got to that 2nd level, got a whole lot more than that.
And how many times have we seen this on 4th down? Defense stacks up near the line of scrimmage. If you pop there, you can go a long way, and that's exactly what we just saw.
He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
On 2nd down now, Hickman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Hickman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, but it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. On the stop was Aaron Donald. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Fifty's the mic. 50's the mic.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Back to throw. Parrish. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here, and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's complete to Slayton, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Monday. He's checking Craig. Check.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On first down, Hickman. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Alert!
3-3.
Quarter.
Get him.
Monday.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rosen. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Monday.
Mike 4, I'm coming. Mike 4. I got him. Shift.
Hey, alert!
Check.
Alert! 80.
Mike 4.
Middle.
Jim.
Here's Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's our time. Kill.
And now it's Rosen looking. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One final shot here for Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games